I didn't have the critical mindset to judge those seasons
Oh
fairly. There are
shit.
a few reasons why I think
Oh shit, it's lagging, y'all. Hold up, hold up, hold up. It's we good. Just hold on. Let me.
I either don't remember them well enough to recall just how shitty they are, or I was a kid when I watched them, so obviously I didn't have the critical mindset to judge those seasons fairly. And there are a few reasons why I think this is
Right, which I feel that. I feel that. There's a lot of things actually that I've watched when I was a kid that I was just like, all right, a lot of this shit don't make sense. But as you get older and shit, then it's different. But you know, wait, bot race has correct. Oh, what's up, bot?
starting to become the hot new take. Recently, those seasons fairly. And there are a few reasons why I think this is starting to become the hot new take. Recently, I came across these videos, which are admittedly much more popular than my own. Basically, it's a guy pretending to be a mix of Mahler and Shadiversity, and he's breaking down the fight scenes in every episode of The Flash to analyze.
Honestly, I don't know who those people are. Who'd he say? Mahler and Shadowversary? What'd he say? I don't know. Hey, what up, Black Great Ninja? What up, gang? He said black boy. Wow, that's so fucking racist, y'all. Y'all see what he said in the chat? I don't even know who that is, y'all. Just a racist person that popped up.
Just how dumb the show has
I can't believe this, y'all.
always been. And look, I mean no disrespect toward Madvocate, because I've watched both videos that he's released so far, and I'm looking forward to his video on season
Wait, Madvocate? I thought it was Madvocate, but I'm listening.
3.
Also, welcome back, Black Great Ninja.
I actually really like them a lot. Just like when I watch the guys he's copying, I can watch and enjoy his points without necessarily agreeing with all of them. They're very well
Who does he copy though? Who does he copy? I'm not aware of that.
made and well reasoned, and seriously, I think your day will be made a lot better if you watch them, so I'm putting the link in the description. However, this is something
Bet.
that I want to make
Bet.
perfectly clear for any future arguments made about the show on my channel. I don't really care all that much about fight scenes. When taking a look at the show from the perspective of someone who wants to see cool fights, you're gonna be disappointed, and I kinda figured that going in, considering it's a show about a guy who can run faster than most villains can even perceive. As Madvocate
Right.
points out multiple times throughout his videos, the only villain who can realistically stand against the Flash is another speedster, and that's why the Reverse Flash works so
I'm not gonna lie, I just realized what the fuck. I just realized what the fuck this meant. You shall not strike. Nah, what the fuck? Nah, if you know, you know. But I just now know because I'm slow right now.
well as his nemesis. But when I watch this show, I care a lot more about the story itself, which the fights only serve to push in the direction it's supposed to go. You might notice that in every video I've made about The Flash, I haven't ever once talked about the logistics of a fight scene, because I'm instead picking apart the god-awful story. I mean, I pretty much gave up any hope of this show having believable fights when Barry lost to a guy in a hood who shoots arrows, and that was—
No, that's what I'm. Oh my god! Don't even get me started right now because what? There's no reason he should have. You said this nigga dick eating, advocate, funny, testing. I'm fucking weak. No, for real though. You said testing though. Oh wait. You was on YouTube, but then you. Ah, okay. My fault, y'all.
was pretty early on in the show. I've made my peace with it. Oh, and put a pin in this argument for now,
Fuck.
because there is actually a fight scene in season 7 that I do want to talk about, and anyone who's seen it already knows exactly what I'm talking about. But I'm calling myself a hypocrite now, so that you can't call me one in the comments. That's how that works. And yeah, seasons 1 and 2 are campy and have their moments of cringe, but I still love them both, and nothing will ever change my mind about that. Especially when every new season seems to get worse than the last. I mean, if season 7 made me nostalgic for season 3, how do you think it made me feel about seasons 1 and 2? Anyway, that's enough about the good ones. It's time
Nah,
to talk
for real.
about
I
season
understand
7,
that.
because I seriously meant it when I said it's the worst one yet. I thought season 6 was seeing a potential improvement, because while it was bad, it was at least better than the previous 3, and I found that really refreshing. But
Who is this though? Hold up. Who is the? I
while it
understand
was
what he's saying, but this dude
bad,
right here, who is this?
it was at least better than the previous 3, and I found that
Like who? He look. Nah. Yeah, I don't know who that is. I thought I did for a second. Also, how many fucking speedsters are there? What the fuck? You said I'm on both. Oh, okay. Twitch chat is faster. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, that would make sense.
that really refreshing. But while I was watching the finale just now, I kid you not, the only thing I could think was, why can't I be watching the Bachelorette Party episode in season 4 instead? And I know with negative reviews, I like to talk about the positives first, but honestly, I can't remember a single good thing about this season. I'll come back and amend this part of the script later if I think of any, but don't hold your breath.
Wait, what the fuck? When did this happen?
So to start off, I want...
Wait, what? Wait, no, this ain't real.
Bachelorette Party episode in season 4 instead. And I know with negative reviews, I like to talk...
No, this right here, this shit right here, no, this ain't real. You said actually never mind Godspeed. Oh, but no, this shit is not real, bro.
Talk about the positives first, but honestly, I can't...
Ain't no fucking way. When did this happen? I mean, I'm assuming in season 7, like he said, but... Bruh. There's no reason. You said, yeah, Flash, GPT, brainwashed. Shit, bro. All I know is I kind of want to see the actual scene where he was, breakdancing like this. But I'm not going to look it up right now. But something I'm keeping in mind now because I want to see that shit.
Can't remember.
I mean, not him killing it, though. Whoa, hold
single
up.
Good thing about this
okay, Barry, hold up.
Season. I'll come back and amend this part of the
okay, nigga.
script later if I think of any, but don't hold your breath. So to start off, I want to first mention some of the things that I predicted about this season. And what I mean is, in the last video, I basically gave half praises for things that I found somewhat interesting, but there was a little asterisk there next to it because I knew even then that the only reason those things happened at all was because COVID cut the last season short. And if season 6 had been allowed to run its course to completion, well, it would be a different story now, wouldn't it? For instance, I said it was cool that by the end of season 6, Barry still hadn't found a way to get his speed back. By the end, the Speed Force was still dead, and Barry was losing what residual speed he had left. But I knew good and well that whatever they had planned for the season finale would have seen him getting his powers back good as new. Well, season 7, episode 3 was, for all intents and purposes, what was supposed to be the season 6 finale, and it saw the defeat of Mirror Mistress. Trust me, we'll get to that. And Barry got his speed back and...
Cause yeah, who the fuck is Mirror Mistress? Probably, Because I remember Flash fighting somebody that had control of mirrors and shit, or like reflections or something. But I'm not sure if that's the same person. Probably not, but
what was probably the stupidest way possible, but again, we will get to that. And this one goes hand in hand with my prediction that not only would Barry get his speed back, but the Speed Force would also be essentially resurrected, but I guess one of those things can't happen without the other, so it was a safe bet to assume so. No reason to expect the show to be creative or break off from the status quo. I also predicted that Cisco would leave, and I must say it's about time, but it did happen much later than I expected it would. He was basically in this entire season, but hey, at least he's finally gone for good. However, I will say that his send-off episode was really stupid because it forced this weird manufactured conflict to exist where basically Barry and Caitlin were putting on a strong front and pretending not to be sad that he was leaving, and he didn't seem to be able to take a hint, and then he acted like their 7 years of friendship meant absolutely nothing. That was really stupid, and it made...
Wait, so, I mean, I'm not surprised or anything, but okay. I hear what he's saying with that. What you said, Mirror Monarch is her name, Mirror Master was who Barry fought before. Okay, so... definitely two different people then, type shit.
Oh, this was also the episode where Barry breakdanced. Oh. That also made me mad. Oh, and one last thing that I should have...
So he actually did breakdance well.
...have predicted. There was a skybeam. I mentioned in my last video that there was no skybeam at the end of season 6, but I should have known better than to actually believe they wouldn't have had one in the original finale. And thank God, I don't know what we'd have done without one. Wait a minute, hold up. Was there one in the season 7 finale? I don't think there was. Oh, fuck. Yeah, but the season 6 finale was
fucking weak. Also, why the fuck was there like 8 different white flashes?
One in the season 7 finale? I don't think there was. Oh, fuck. Yeah, but the season 6 finale was pretty awful, both because of how the Speed Force was reborn and how Mirror Mistress was defeated. And I use that word about as loosely as I can, because the way they actually do it is just have Barry and Iris talk to her and make her see the error of her ways. No, you guys heard me right. The big bad who left season 6 on a cliffhanger ended up just having her humanity appealed to.
Which worked, actually.
Now, this part was pretty annoying and made for a pretty
which worked, actually.
Weak resolution.
Like, just nothing. It's not even that funny, it's just...
conflict, and if this had been the only time this season that this happened, this would be a much different video. I can get over it if it had just been one time, but No, this happens several times this season. It happened the very next episode after beating Mirror Mistress with Abracadabra, and at that point I was already past annoyed. I was goddamn livid, but when it happened again with the Speed Force, I actually wanted to find Eric Wallace and beat him to death with a bag full of Flash action figures. Oh yeah.
Wait, is he the one that wrote the shit?
I actually wanted to find Eric Wallace and...
Is he the one that wrote the shit? Ooh. Hey Siri, call Eric Wallace. Whatever.
Beat him to death with a bag full of Flash action figures. Oh yeah, and Abracadabra dies, like, immediately anyway. And he's killed by yet another villain who stops being a villain after, like, one pep talk. Man, I love this show.
Motherfucking Naruto talk jutsu or whatever the fuck, you feel me? Send 60 bits and see what happens.
What happens if I kill myself? If I die? And you'll never be created.
Now the good news is, Godspeed wasn't also defeated this way. The bad news, however, is that his defeat is much worse, but I'm getting ahead of myself. So yeah, they defeated Eva McCulloch in an incredibly stupid way, but actually, I hardly even noticed at first because it was nothing compared to the even bigger stupid that had happened the very same episode. So in order to get his speed back, Barry and Iris birthed the Speed Force with the power of their love. Yes, just go with me. But not only do they create the Speed Force with the storm they caused, they also hit 3 random people who were previously just living normal lives and turned them into fucking cosmic forces.
Okay, yeah, sure, that may as well happen.
But don't...
What? Okay, yeah, sure, that might as well happen. No, what? See, I can't be surprised. It's just cosmic forces. That's just so extra for no reason. Like, just whatever.
And turned them into fucking cosmic forces.
Okay, yeah, sure, that may as well happen.
But don't worry, guys, it actually gets
That
better.
seems
so
so
not
extra.
only are these people, who I seriously cannot stress enough were just normal people before this happened, are now gods, but they're Barry and Iris's kids, and like, technically, yes, they did create them, but what I found particularly strange about this plot development is that all the forces just sort of accept that. Like, people who, until recently, were just going about their regular lives are just comfortable calling these guys mom and dad. Look, I'm not really harping on the whole
What the fuck?
cosmic forces
So
thing.
that's weird. That's just, I don't know, that's just weird, but they just be writing anything with this show, it seems.
Because the show has always had off-the-walls, goofy sci-fi concepts, and that's one of the
Yeah, exactly.
reasons I fell in love with The Flash to begin with. I
Oh, okay. I mean, fair enough.
just think it's super weird that these guys are acting like Barry and Iris are their parents. All they really did was give them their powers, but if that's all it takes to become a parent, then technically isn't Thawne like the father of all metahumans, including Barry? So here's something I noticed while these episodes were coming out, and bear in mind that despite everything, I was still thinking the show might actually do something with its own lore, but no. So they kill off Nash this season, which was great, but don't you worry your pretty little head. I know we established already that he was the last Wells because all the rest of them were unceremoniously killed off screen thanks to Crisis, and we were left with this butt monkey who was quite accurately...
Which is so fucking stupid because they keep making like 1,000, not making, but they keep showing like 1,000 different Welleses, whatever. Y'all know what I'm trying to say though. I'm not gonna lie, that shit is so fucking annoying. Even though I haven't finished the series or nothing, like I'm not at season 7 or 6. 5, I might have watched season 5, but besides the point, it's just, and y'all want to know something? Part of why it makes me so mad or just so frustrated is because I sat there and watched all of season 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Like, goddamn, bro. I'm a dumbass. I mean, it's okay. You can still enjoy it. You can still enjoy dumb shit that don't make sense. But it was just, you know, I'm not going to get into all that right now. But yeah, I'm bitter about it, okay? I'm fucking bitter about it. It is what it is.
referred to as Pariah during the crossover, but actually no. Nash sacrifices himself so that the multiversal energy he has, because like all the Welleses are inside of him, or whatever, could charge the artificial Speed Force, which they were working on last season. They figured that the next best thing since the Speed Force was dead was this, and actually what's really great is that when Barry does get his speed back thanks to Nash, it turns him into a sociopath and the rest of the team decides he needs to be stopped. Kinda undermines the whole sacrifice for the greater good thing on Nash's part, but honestly, honestly, I hated him so much that made me happy. I won't even complain. But anyway, I'm getting off track. So Nash dies in order to give Barry artificial speed, but in the process, it creates another Wells, because I guess Tom Cavanaugh really has nothing better to do with his time. And because of some sciencey mumbo-jumbo that I'm not even gonna pretend to comprehend, the multiverse had to balance itself by replacing Nash with the original Wells from this Earth that was killed by Thawne all the way back in season 1.
Wait, huh?
Whatever. I say all that
Like that. I mean, just whatever. I can't expect the shit to make full sense. It's just clearly I haven't seen it, but
that when all of this happens, this new Wells comes back with the ability to manipulate time for some reason. Whatever, it's not important. They call him Timeless Wells. Specifically, he has the ability to travel to any period in time that he wants to, that he was alive for, and also it gives him the ability to just know how his entire life plays out. And despite the fact that all of that was complete bullshit that I won't even pretend.
I'm literally about to say, like, how the fuck is he even that just is I'm trying not to act I'm trying not to get mad, sorry. Cause I'm good. It's just
makes sense.
Why would you?
It still interested me that they introduced a new character who had the unique ability to manipulate time, and then just a few episodes later, they introduced one of the new forces who had a pretty similar power. And where Wells decided to spend the rest of his days living with Tess Morgan back before her death, this new force, Dion, used his powers over the timeline to constantly relive his glory days as a high school football player back in the 90s. I mean, you can see where I'm drawing a similarity between the two, right? They also introduced one of the other forces, Psyche, who had the ability to get inside his opponent's head and show them their worst fears. This type of power seemed to resemble and even contrast perfectly with Cecile's abilities as an empath, and they in fact go as far as to use her to counteract his power in the first episode he's in. And my naive ass thought I was putting something together here. I thought, well, we have two characters with powers that distinctly match those of these new forces, and of course Barry and Nora were both speed, so, you know, there's that. The only one we didn't have was Fuerza, but then again, she was pretty much a good guy as quickly as you could say abracadabra.
God damn, slump that nigga. I mean, I seen it earlier, but still.
Anyway, this was back when I still had faith in the show to actually use their massive surplus of characters, but no. They're all doomed to get the spotlight for about an episode, or maybe even get their own little subplot, if they're lucky, before fading into the background to make way for new characters, who will eventually join them in their obscurity later on. Speaking of which, with Nash out of the way, this season started putting a lot more focus on Allegra and actually giving her some agency, which I actually thought was nice, because she spent the entire 6th season being completely useless, and I figured she'd stay that way this season too. Okay, one positive. Oh, but guess who does get her own plotline this season? Yup, you guessed it. Everyone's favorite ice princess. She even gets a love interest, but I think that technically makes him a Caitlyn love interest, even though they're now separate, which means he's gonna die. And you know what?
I'm trying not to...
I'm fine with that. I fucking hate that guy. Oh yeah, so Caitlyn and Frost are actually separated now, and I cannot tell you how stoked I was for that. I think at this point you all know how much I despise Frost, but even more than that is the fact that I've been wishing...
How the fuck does that even work, though? How the fuck are they... I mean, whatever. I mean, it's fucking magic or something, just genetics, engineering, whatever the fuck it is. It's fiction. It's fiction. I know. This show is... there's some things I do like about the show, but god damn. Not the consistency. Don't like that.
Caitlyn would get a little more attention from the writers. And I was hoping with Frost now finally her own person, we could maybe get a Caitlyn storyline this season. Yeah, I knew that was wishful thinking, but I mean, you can't blame a guy for trying. Of course, they still gave Frost her own storyline, and surprise, surprise, it was fucking boring. And it could have been really interesting, forcing her to face the consequences of all the horrible things she did as Killer Frost, because that's something I've always thought this show glosses over way too much. Team Flash has always been a little too forgiving, and I get that Frost really did change for the better, but that doesn't exactly absolve her from all the heinous crimes she committed. And it wouldn't have been fair to send Caitlyn to prison, so I guess I never really thought about it that much. But I would have liked for that to happen. Maybe she spends like a season in prison and comes back in season 8.
Or something like that. I mean, because I'm personally, I'm just...
8, or, you know, maybe...
I mean, I guess I don't want to not talk at all, because then it's not a reaction, but y'all get the point. Like, I tend to overreact to my videos. But then there's gonna be, you feel me? Then there's gonna be motherfuckers talking about some, you didn't add anything to the video at all. You just sat there and watched. But then if I really express how I feel, then it's, oh my God, shut the fuck up and just play the video. It's like, bitch, fuck you. Fuck all y'all. Not all y'all, but like the ones that be acting like that, fuck all y'all, bro.
We could even
So I'm not like that tripping about it, but like still.
just get rid of her. And
Plus, I gotta go somewhere here after this. So like, I'm trying not to react too much. I mean, fuck it.
on the
Know that I'm paying attention though.
more interesting. She gets out of prison like a few.
All right,
Would have liked for that to happen. Maybe she spends like a season in prison and comes back in season 8, or maybe we could even just get rid of her and focus on the more interesting. She gets out of prison like a few.
No, that's
later.
literally what I was thinking. Can we just can she just not be a factor in the plot whatsoever? Can she just not exist in the first place? But whatever. Unless y'all gonna actually make her useful or interesting / part of the plot or something, but actually something important, make her important somehow. She's just in the background, bro. She's like the unnecessary fillers in Naruto, like that one filler in Naruto where them niggas was helping a cat get out a tree or some stupid shit. Are you fucking serious? Nigga, don't nobody care about that. But it is what it is. It's just whatever.
Because reasons, and then she just never goes back. I don't even care enough to remember why she was suddenly forgiven for all the laws she broke, but at this point, I don't care. The point is, she's back. And like I said, she's got a love interest now. Yippee. I'm not going to waste much breath
talking. So her love interest is him, which I remember him talking about him earlier, but yeah.
Talking about him, he's insufferable, and his so-called redemption was completely out of nowhere and not...
Okay, so he's not going to go into him too much or anymore at all, I mean. But I do remember him bringing him up earlier.
Set up at all. But then again, the only thing that was set up regarding his character is that he's a narcissist who likes science and ice, and he's horny for Frost. I can't wait for him to die. No, sorry, I can't wait for him to get iced.
Well, in GTA is what he meant to say. Everybody, not in real life, and not in the. I mean, it's a show. Whatever. Sorry, forced to habit because I'm just I'm streaming. But that's all.
Narcissist who likes science and ice, and he's horny for Frost. I can't wait for him to die. No, sorry, I can't wait for him to get iced.
Oh my God!
You guys get it? Because I realized only too late that the only actual reason for this pointless Killer Frost plotline was to introduce this fucking bitch. But as much as I don't like her, I'm at least glad Joe got to do something this season, because it's been a while. Still, though, their storyline together wasn't...
I ain't gonna lie, Joe be getting so much unnecessary screen time, but it is what it is. They be trying to hype up Joe. Like, y'all remember that one scene where, you know what? Let me shut up, because I'm not gonna lie, I'll sit here and talk about it for hours. And we only got like 10 minutes left. I'm not gonna drag it out, but we got plenty of other reactions for me to rant about the shit. Plus, if you watch my playlist on Mavkits reviews and shit on the seasons, I kind of get into it more. I kind of get into more of how I feel about the shit in general. But yeah,
that interesting.
I'm gonna put it in the description. There we go.
And I kind of just turned my brain off and waited for those scenes to be over. All right, can we talk about the obvious elongated man in the room? I've been wanting to talk about all this stuff.
Damn, somebody punched the fuck out of him.
Be over. All right, can we talk about...
Damn. Nigga said, All we need to make this perfect is like some saliva a little bit coming out. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But all right.
About the obvious elongated man in the room. I've been wanting to talk about all this stuff ever since it went down with Hartley Sawyer, which at this point was like a year ago, and I had just put out my Flash Season 6 video before it, so I didn't get the chance to talk about it, but I want to, damn it, because I kind of forgot that all that happened by the time this season premiered until I realized they were intentionally not showing his face in any of his scenes, and it was hysterical. So like, I don't really care one way or another, and I'm not here to give my opinion on what he said or the state of cancel culture. We'll let the politicians sort that out. But personally, I never really cared that much about Ralph. He was just yet another character who stopped being relevant and was therefore given nothing to do in the later seasons while still being obligated to show up. But I was starting to get interested in Sue Dearborn by the end of season 6, and I have no doubt that had Hartley's tweets not been dug up last year, season 7 would have had episodes focusing on them. But they likely wouldn't have been good, and frankly, with everything else the season had going on, I'm glad they didn't try to cram any more into it. But it still made me sad that she effectively had to leave the show because of him. Like, they brought her back for a few episodes, which I guess was nice, but every single time she'd return, she'd talk about some adventure she and Ralph had just had off screen, and it always sounded 10 times more interesting than anything that was going on in the show.
Oh, this is nothing. You should see what Ralph and I faced in Tunisia.
It's a photonic stun grenade. Procuring it required 2 trips to New Delhi, a helicopter crash, and a very deadly quinceanera.
Alright, I've put it off long enough, but I've run out of things to say, so I guess let's talk about Godspeed. Alright,
okay, so that's his name.
So I guess let's talk about Godspeed.
So that's the white dude's name. Not the white dude, like white person, but the white person, the white dude.
Alright, I'm prepared to eat my own words, because I remember saying in my last video that I wished Godspeed had been the villain in Season 6. I was just so tired of all the non-speedster villains, and I thought if anyone had the potential to turn this sinking ship around, it was him. And I have never been more wrong in my life. So let me just break this down, make sure I got it right. This Godspeed has been sending clones of himself back in time for the better part of 2 years now for, some reason. Some of the clones don't even look like him, so I don't know, figure that one out for me. But regardless, they're
That's weird. Yeah, because what the fuck? Huh. Why?
all here, and they're
Because then they're not clones then. They'd only be clones if they were identical, right? But whatever. You know how the Flash be. CW's the Flash. You know how they be.
all fighting each other. And this is because some of them are zealots who are just trying to serve the original, while others decided they don't want to just be mindless, subservient zombies and then die, which honestly I feel like is a pretty understandable motivation. I actually think it would have been really cool to have explored that a little bit further, but like, it's just never brought up again. These Godspeeds are literally just trying to live.
Of course it's not. Of course it's not brought up again.
It's just never brought up again. These Godspeeds are literally just trying to live, and considering this show's horribly flawed viewpoints in regards to whether or not killing is bad, I would think Barry, of all people, would be advocating to help these Godspeeds, but no. Then his children come back from the future, and we spend the rest of the season focused on them, and Godspeed is just seen as a one-dimensional generic villain again. Now, I'm gonna get to why I can't fucking stand Impulse in particular, but first I want to develop this a little further. For years...
So who the fuck is that? Like, he said, I can't stand Impulse. Like, I'm assuming that's the name of that speedster. How many fucking speedsters are there in this shit? But I also don't know the comics, so maybe there's like 1,000 different speedsters in the comics. But I also know, like in the DC universe, that like there's like how in the Marvel universe there's different universes, different timelines, whatever the fuck. I think it's like that in DC as well. And so yeah, there's probably infinite Flashes, infinite reverse Flashes, and infinite, you know, Cisco's and whatever the fuck. But like y'all, you know, I want to like bro. If the show CW's The Flash could manifest into a physical being, I'm beating that bitch the fuck up. Like, just for, like, you feel me? Like, I just want to beat they fucking ass, bro. Like, hard. Like make them bloody.
Now, this
I'm sorry, that was too aggressive. I just want to smack them around a little bit.
show has been telling us that killing is bad, with absolutely no exception. It's often frustrating how many conflicts would easily be solved if Barry wasn't so adamant about sparing the lives of people who then turn around and murder countless innocents. But that's especially highlighted with this conflict because now they're trying to defeat Godspeed, thus erasing all other clones from existence, including the ones who are literally just trying to survive. But instead of just addressing the fact that this is no different than killing, everyone just goes with it. Okay, sure, whatever. I don't care. I guess it's okay to kill now, so, you know, it'll probably make all of this much easier, right? Because now Barry will have no qualms with just killing them in battle? Right? I don't see how just killing these clones as you're fighting them is any different than the goal you're trying to accomplish, but instead they just knock them all out. And, you know, I bet you can guess what that led up to. They just recharged.
Right, I was about to say, they just get back up and, you know, I wouldn't be, yeah. No shit. Like,
nothing at all was accomplished other than the damaging of their own equipment. Oh, and you know how I said the Speed Force is
right.
back? Well, she's a good guy now, and she has just taken Barry's mother as a constant human form while still calling him dad, and I think it would take an entire video to unpack how that makes me feel, but I'm gonna show-
Right, because wait. Huh? Wait, what the fuck? It's gonna make me mad. If I try to comprehend it, it's gonna make me mad. If I try to comprehend ignorance, if I try to comprehend stupid shit, it's just gonna make me mad. So let me. Alright. Your mother calling you daddy. That's crazy. Sorry.
Shelf that because I have another point to make. We get this really neat to unpack how that makes me feel, but I'm gonna shelf that because I have another point to make. We get this really neat shot of her just snapping her fingers and like a dozen Godspeed clones just drop right there, so, you know, stakes be damned. I guess since we're still pretending like killing is bad and what's literally referred to as the War of Godspeed, Nora can't just snap them all out of existence, which again, they're trying to do anyway. But could she not just teleport them all into the pipeline or something? She just knocked them down.
This dumbass bitch.
Look at this dumbass bitch.
Got
Hey, what up, gang?
again. My
Oh, I didn't mean to.
point is they had a literal god fighting alongside them, so any stakes that might have been there are gone, and yet our heroes are still too incompetent to beat Godspeed. And the icing on the whole note...
Which is ridiculous, though, because, nah, if that's true, yeah, what the fuck happened, though? Why did she leave? I want to know why she left. I want to know why she fucking left. Also, was this a fucking lifesaver? Because I think I remember Maverick or somebody talking about the shit, about them using fucking Speed Force energy blades or some shit like that. Fucking lightsabers. Bitch, what the fuck? Y'all right, who wrote this shit? We gonna find him and we gonna go to his house and we gonna egg his shit. And we throwing toilet paper at his house and we gonna do some shit to him. What the fuck are you writing? We're gonna throw some spoiled meat at his crib, leave it on the front porch. Bitch, stop writing this stupid ass fucking show. But a note that says that. Bitch, stop writing this stupid ass fucking show. That's what it's gonna say.
Killing cake is the fact that
Sorry, but that's like a hate crime or something, ain't it? I'm just...
they then bring back Eobard Thawne and have a fucking lightsaber duel with lightning bolts. No, seriously,
See?
that happened. There's just...
See, okay, so I didn't know that this was season 7 that happened in, because I remember Maverick talking about that shit. See? No. There's no reason that y'all should be doing that. It's so stupid.
So much to unpack here. And like I said,
I mean, no, for real, look at his face.
that happened.
Look at his face. I'm over here like, But he's got it worse. Look at his face. God damn, he just found out that his daughter wasn't really his daughter type of face. That's the face he got. Shoot, nigga.
Just... oh, there's so much to unpack here. And like I said, this kind of undermines the whole no-killing thing, because guess what happens? Thawne nearly kills Godspeed. Of course, Godspeed doesn't actually die, because this is the Flash we're talking about, but the point is, Barry brought back an evil speedster knowing full well how that was going to play out, and the only reason I can think of is that he needed Thawne to do his dirty work. And that's really annoying, but you know what? I care way less about that, and a lot more about the fact that Eobard fucking Thawne is back. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, because what the fuck? It feels like Frieza and Dragon Ball. Just keep that nigga dead. Keep that nigga dead. Keep him dead. He died, so he's dead. That's the end of it.
Christ, what happened to this show? Did the writers from the early seasons get, like, erased from the timeline? Am I living in an alternate universe?
Okay, you didn't need to zoom a ball up on his hairline like that. Like,
Writers
come on.
from the
Hold
early
on, look,
seasons
look.
get, like, erased from the timeline? Am I living
Oh my
in an
god.
alternate universe? You know how I said earlier that I couldn't think of a single praise I could give this season? Well, there actually was one. I was gonna commend this show for not using Thawne even once this season because I am so tired of his character. He's so overused, and the more they bring him back, the less cool he gets every single time. Despite that, though, I will admit that I was ready to fanboy out here. This entire season may have been dog shit, but hey, at least we could have gotten a speedster fight to end it off. And not just that, but Barry and Thawne fighting side by side against a common enemy? That could have been the coolest fucking shit. And then they had to go and make
Damn. So I guess okay. So what they made it a free for all or something like that. But what he's saying is like, okay, they could have made them team up or something like that. Like since you bringing back Dawn's bitch ass anyway, y'all might as well make them team up. Which in Dragon Ball, like how I said, Frieza reminds me of Dawn. Dawn remind me of Frieza. I mean, at the very least, you can say that like at the end of Dragon Ball Super, where there was in the Tournament of Power, if you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. It's whatever. Just skip like 10 seconds, 15 seconds, and I'll be done explaining. But nah, bro. At the end, they had Goku and Frieza team up, and and defeat Jiren on in the Tournament of Power. And so I'm just like, okay, look. I kind of fuck with that. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of fuck with that. I'm not mad at it. I'm gonna just say that I'm not mad at it. I can't act like that's the best thing in the world, but all right, let's continue.
Get a fucking against a common enemy? That could have been the coolest fucking shit. And then they had to go and make it a fucking lightsaber fight. And after I recovered from
Lightsaber fight, right?
the cardiac arrest, I couldn't help but sit there in stunned silence for the rest of the episode. What in the actual fuck? So then after the fight is over and Godspeed is defeated and like all of his clones are essentially murdered, even the good ones, Thawne predictably turns on Barry. But don't worry, guys. Barry's gotten faster throughout this show. I mean, you'd never have been able to guess, considering even though he gets a major
Okay,
power
no. So I remember Maverick talking about this. No. It's gonna make me mad, but I already know what to expect, so it's not that serious. It's not that serious, Crump. Just if you know, you know. But if you don't, you're about to find out.
like every other season, his speed has always been written pretty inconsistently. But now he's so much faster than him that Thawne was basically just moving in slow motion, making him no real threat to Barry. Remember what I said just earlier about how each time he appears, he becomes less and less cool? Yeah. Anyway, then he gives us a little villain monologue about how he will get faster and he will kill everyone Barry loves, and then zooms away. But Sheev, I'm sure you're asking, didn't you just say that Barry is now way faster than Thawne? Why yes, gentle viewer, I did. One would think he might chase after him.
Yeah, it's gonna make. I'm not gonna get mad. It's just listen.
His lifelong nemesis before he can wreak obscene amounts of havoc on the world he loves, but no. He kind of just stands there and watches him run away. Good shit, Thawne. See you next.
I ain't gonna lie, when I paused the video just now, I wanted to pause it with all my strength, but I ain't trying to break my keyboard. But like, think about that shit. Is that not frustrating to y'all? Is that not kind of frustrating? Because it's one thing to write the shit like that as a joke, or you're not taking it seriously, as satire, whatever the fuck. But no, they want.
Bro, what the fuck?
Exactly. Like, what the fuck? Like, they want you to take it seriously, though. You feel me, Dan? I'm just like, nigga, that's not. No, what? Bro, y'all saw it. Y'all saw it. The nigga was moving this slow. Look at me. Look at me, y'all. From Barry's perspective, the nigga Thawne was moving like this. And this nigga Barry looking at Thawne like, and then this nigga grab his hand, throw him to the side. Then this nigga talk about how he gonna kill his family and this, that, and the other. Then he runs away. And then you know what Barry do? This nigga Barry just... Damn, he got away. But alright.
There, watches him run away. Good shit, Thawne. See you next season. So then Barry and Iris decide to, like, renew their wedding vows at the end of the episode. And if you're wondering if this was set up at all in any of the previous episodes, or even just earlier in this episode, I promise you
why
it
not
wasn't.
just finish
You're
the
not
job?
losing your memory. And then they do, and they're
Why not just finish the job? No, real talk, Dan.
just earlier in this episode. I promise you it wasn't. You're not losing your memory. And then they do, and their son sings for them, which was pretty cringe, but hey.
Wait, that's their son? Wait, this the dude that was... So they got a daughter and a son? Because I remember that one chick. Yeah, I remember that one chick with the... Because I know they got a daughter, so they got a son now. Bro, they be writing shit. They just be writing shit.
At least he's got good pipes. It was at this moment that I realized this was...
He's got good pipes. Wait. I ain't gonna lie, that was real gay, my nigga.
Was pretty cringe, but hey, at least he's got good pipes. It was at this moment that I realized this was why they cast a singer for the role and not someone who can, act. The only other thing I've seen him in is Liv and Maddie, if that tells you anything. Oh yeah, I forgot. I was gonna say something about Nora and Bart, but actually there's not really much to say. Nora's actually surprisingly way better here than she was in
her, Nora.
Actually, there's not really much to say. Nora's actually
her right here, because that's their daughter, right? That's their daughter.
Surprisingly way better here than she was in season 5, because I guess this version of her is older and more experienced, but don't worry guys, that doesn't mean we're out of the woods just yet. One of them...
This version of her, so like, what about the version of her that they met? Because what season was that in? Because I know I watched season 1, 2, 3, 4, was it season 5? Because I could have sworn I didn't watch season 6, so like, maybe I did if it was in season 6, but I don't know.
Isn't annoying, then I guess the other one will have to do it for both of them. Yeehaw! I'm Bart Allen, aka Impulse, and I am the dumbest piece of shit alive. I blatantly disregarded the rules and phased through a...
I'm fucking weak.
Impulse, and I am the dumbest piece of shit alive. I blatantly disregarded the rules and phased through a speedster, which should have been really dangerous, but actually ended up being a good idea later. Godspeed is my thon, guys, cause he killed my uncle. Nora? No, don't worry about her. It's not like she lost the exact same uncle to the exact same speedster. This is all about me. Sorry, guys. I needed to vent. I think I've at least covered the basics of why this season was bad, and I just don't want to talk about it anymore. I already decided a long time ago that I'm gonna watch the show.
Damn, what the fuck happened to her? Look.
I just don't want to talk about
it
anymore. I already decided a long time ago that I'm gonna watch...
Damn, bro, who is this? Is this Frost? Who the fuck is this? She's out of commission for a while.
The show all the way to its no doubt bitter end, and since we've basically already made this a yearly occasion, maybe I'll take you along for the ride. I still haven't really decided on that part yet. This video took a lot out of me. There is only one more video about the show that's guaranteed to happen, because no matter what I decide or how many years down the line it still may be,
now that was kind of cool.
Guaranteed to happen, because
this video took I feel like it wasn't necessary, but it was
out of me.
Cool.
There is only one.
Like you could have definitely ran up to them all and just pop. But at the same time, okay, no, to be fair, because this is what I'm used to. Them not being speedsters as the enemies. But his enemies were literally speedsters. I'm not saying that makes a huge difference, but like maybe there was a reason why he threw his hat like that. Like, okay, because if I just run up to him and try to punch him, maybe it won't work because they're also speedsters. I don't know. But at the same time, I wouldn't give this show that much of the benefit of the doubt. I'm just explaining that I don't know for sure, so I don't want to jump to conclusion. But it's probably just some random shit. But it still looked cool. I'm not gonna lie.
About the show that's guaranteed to happen, because no matter what I decide or how many years down
fucking pinball
on the
oops
line that still may be, I will do one more video covering this entire show when it finally ends. And here's the thing, at this point, this show is beyond redemption. I've spent the last several years having faith that this show would improve, and it's kinda why I made these videos at all, but now I know that's never gonna happen, and even if it does, even if every other season after this is like the best thing ever put on television, it still won't matter. This show has had too many bad seasons in a row, so even if it were to turn itself around, I would still consider it a bad show overall.
No, I agree, because like you gotta think, bro. You gotta think. It gets to a point, like just like when you in school, you know, you can fail fucking 10 tests, but then the last 2 you like ace 100%. It's like that's cool, but like my nigga, you felt like 8 different tests before that. So it's like you still got like a D minus average. You still didn't do that good. You got like an F plus for real, because like 8 Fs out of 2 and then 2 A's. Like my nigga, you failed. You still failed. And so I see what he's saying. It's just like even if they improved and got to a point where they were actually good, they don't fucked up so much that they can't make up for it. Like they'd have like, bro, there's so much you would have to do to make up for all of this bullshit. There would be so much you'd have to do. If and that's assuming that the shit is even possible. Assuming that the shit is even fucking possible. But yeah, that's it.
But thank you all for watching, and I guess I'll see you all next year.
Hey, what's up, Ray? How you doing, boo? I mean, I call girls that sometimes. I forgot you got a boyfriend, but yeah, what's up?
Or you're welcome to watch any of
And
my
see,
numerous
I hate
videos
that.
not related.
Okay, so I guess we at the end of the video then. But no, I hate that. That they don't. It's like they don't think about that shit. Like they got the scene going on in one paragraph, and then in the next paragraph, it's like completely opposite of the one before that. So I'm like, are there just multiple people looking over the shit, making the script, and they not talking to each other or communicating with each other? Shit, you said boo. No, I forgot. No, Ray, I forgot though. But like, are they not communicating with each other, or do these niggas just not give a fuck? Like, do they just not give a fuck, and so they just writing anything because they know niggas gonna watch whatever? It's like, I don't know, y'all, but either way, hold up. What's he saying though? Real quick.
It still won't matter. This show has had too many bad seasons in a row, so even if it were to turn itself around, I would still consider it a bad show overall. But thank you all for watching, and I guess I'll see you all next year.
Wait, what the fuck is this though? What is this energy wave? See, I didn't see the season though. Y'all know I didn't see the season.
Or, you're welcome to watch any
Okay,
of
so he's just running
my numerous videos.
Whoa, he's running away from it though. He's not the one causing it.
Not related to the Scarlet Speedster. This isn't just a Flash channel, guys. And yes, I am planning to do a Superman and Lois video, but the season isn't finished yet, so please stop asking.
I'm fucking weak. Well, okay, bet. W reaction, y'all. You know what I'm saying? W fucking reaction. W reaction. But make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and if you can't think of nothing to comment, just put some fire emojis or whatever the fuck. It don't even matter what you comment, but just make sure you comment twice because it helps me in the algorithm. And yeah, I'll see y'all in the next one. Ugly ass niggas, bitch ass niggas. Drink some water, nigga. All right, y'all. I'm about to end the stream here in a moment because well, it depends on what this person says to me. I'm about to text somebody, and depending on what they say, will depend on if I end the stream or not. Oh, wait, hold on. What like this? Oh, perfect. Oh, perfect. Hold up. Ooh, hold on. I might be getting this job I've been trying to get, y'all. It's off topic. It's unrelated, but I got a message and an email talking about it. So I was just, hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look at that when I end the stream then. Bet. But Ray said, my fault, Ray. I'm about to read your message though. I just had to do that reaction real quick. Ray said, chilling and taking a little. Okay, social break and chilling. Oh, you at the pool, Ray? Okay, I see you. I think I remember you saying something about that in your stream. I had to leave because my shit was tweaking. Even now, y'all, I don't know if y'all can see my chat, but if y'all look at the chat that y'all got and then look at mine, hold on. See, it only shows Ray's recent message talking about you trying to connect or something. See, why the fuck it don't show the other messages? Like that's and it's been doing, bro. Let me stop talking about it because it's gonna piss me the fuck off, y'all. Just talking about it. Like, how the fuck do I keep up with the chat then? How do I know what niggas are saying in the chat? How? But alright. Look, I'm looking on my OBS, but my OBS be fucking up too. But we're not gonna have that conversation right now, nigga. Wait, Dan said, oh wait, okay. See, and that won't let me scroll. Y'all just don't get it, bro. It's like such a simple concept, yet I can't accomplish it. It's so stupid. You know, just looking at your chat for your fucking stream shouldn't be that fucking hard, right? But it is. It is. uh, but she said you're trying to connect, ain't you? Wait, connect? Wait, with you, right? Well, you said my Twitch keeps cutting people's sounds, and I have to come out and back in. So laggy. See, or I'm assuming maybe aggy, like aggravating, but maybe you also meant laggy. But either way, it's annoying as fuck. I know. It's annoying as fuck. And I don't know why it's been doing that lately, right? And I don't know if it's just me or not, but it's been doing that for me like this whole fucking year. But it's like been switching up the bugs and shit, right? Like it's been switching. You said no, what the hell to the person you was. Oh, okay, laggy, like aggravating. Oh, aggy, like okay, cool. But nah, all this year, right? But the bugs been switching up and shit. Like it'll be because what was one of the bugs? Right now, the bugs I got is just the sound cutting off randomly, and so then I gotta mute it and then unmute it, and then it works. And this is me just strictly talking about the mobile version. The PC version I haven't really had much issues with, but I haven't used it that much either, so I don't know. But just the mobile version. Dan said mine too. Okay, cool. But that and then what else? What else? Oh yeah, the chat. Like I just said, the chat not updating. And then I'll even close the app, y'all. I'll close the whole app and everything. Refresh the app, open back the stream that I'm watching, and then it don't fix nothing. It don't fix nothing. And I'm just like, so how the fuck do I communicate with niggas? Like I might as well not even. You feel me? Like it's one thing if I was one of them niggas that just watch streams and don't never say nothing ever anyway. That'd be one thing. But y'all know I like to communicate with niggas. Y'all know I like to really go back to work. I'm fucking weak. Task go back to work. I need to set that task bot up, Ray. Actually you don't even need to tell me, Ray. I'm gonna just Google it. I'm sure I'll find it. But no, y'all feel me though? I'm just like, what the fuck is that shit? But and then a bug that I had earlier this year. That's another one that I had. Oh yeah, another one that I had, y'all. I don't know if y'all have ever had this bug, but I'll be in the middle of watching a stream, like actively watching it, sending emotes or whatever, and then it'll switch to another stream as if they just raided somebody. But them niggas ain't raid nobody. So why the fuck you take me to somebody else's stream? Who the fuck is this? Not even anybody that I know, anybody that's a mutual follower, friend. I'm like, nigga, why the fuck did you, like, has that ever happened to y'all? I feel like it's just me. And it was happening like, oh my God, it was happening like every other time I used the app. I'm like, stop doing that shit. And it eventually stopped doing that. But now we got this new bug where the fucking chat's not updating or the sound's not working. But even then, I had bugs before that too. But we're not even gonna get into all of that because you feel me? Let me just check my messages. Hold up. Let me check my messages right quick because I gotta go somewhere right quick, depending on what they say. And to be there. Hold up. There we go. But nah, you feel me? Hold up. Oh yeah, y'all saying sorry if I'm missing some shit. You said, oh, okay, I'll send you the free one I sent Tay. Oh, okay, bet, Ray, bet. What the hell? I haven't had that glitch. Yeah, you haven't. See, Ray? See, I swear it was just me that was having that glitch, but I don't know. Yeah, the mobile app has always been buggy. Yeah, crunk about to crack. Nah, I ain't about I ain't about to do all that. I ain't about to do all that. Y'all know I'm a virgin and I'm a wholesome Christian man. You feel me? God comes first. I don't chase booty. Okay? I don't do that. I'm about to go to a book club actually, nigga. That's really what I'm doing, actually. The fuck? But all right, y'all. Hold up. Let me close this, and then let me. Oh, there we go. I'm actually using that emote, but I still need to update my emotes. But C Ray, I want to do what you did with your emotes. At least some of my emotes like that. But Chat GBT talking about, oh, you got to get the plus version if you want to do more than a couple photos. Bitch, fuck you. Not you, Ray, but like, I mean, I am a little mad that you didn't tell me. But like, I'm not like saying fuck you though. Just fuck Chat GBT though. What the fuck? Like what? Like nigga, I'm over here thinking I'm about to. It's all good. I should have known. I should have fucking known. Uh, she said I'd be forgetting I paid for it. Honestly, hey, it is what it is. You feel me? Because it wasn't even that expensive. It said what it say $2.99 or like $6.99. Like it was under $10. I think. Like it was. You know, it was nothing crazy, but still. I was just like the fact that I gotta pay for it at all. It was the principle. It was a principle. You know what I'm saying? The principality, the principal of the matter. You know? But yeah, y'all. All right. Oh, you said no, it's like $20? Oh wow, for real? Dan said I need $19.99. Somebody said it's actually expensive as hell. What the fuck? See, I guess that's a call to go ahead and end the stream. Hold on, let me check my messages. All right, and then when did I send that? All right, cool. Well, let me get slapped for it. I'm fucking weak. All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all tuning into the stream. You feel me? Just a little quick, basic stream. Nothing crazy. Yeah. We're gonna have a bigger stream this weekend, assuming that I don't go visit my sugar mama. But like, y'all know, like I do this shit. Like this, I ain't stopping this shit anytime soon. We got, like y'all don't understand. Like we got so much shit coming. We got some, subscribe to the YouTube. I mean, the YouTube. Like I got so much shit I'm about to upload to YouTube. I mean, nigga, y'all, these niggas don't even know. But Crunk, stop trying to explain it to him. Stop trying to explain it to him, Crunk Jeezy. These niggas just don't even know. Anyways, I love y'all niggas. Appreciate y'all. He said bye. Yeah, I see y'all in the next one. You know what I'm saying? Peace out.
Come on. I got left for dead years ago. I just ain't dodge it. If you ain't putting money over bitches, you ain't my object. How you broken? You ain't got no hustle. Where your job at? Look, boo, you cute, but you ain't grown enough. So where your mom at? Or where your auntie? Stop saying it's a nigga tougher than me, cause it can't be. Bitch, I live my life in 4K, you still in HD. Why every time you go to pay your rent it's with a late fee? Bitch, or it's not paid. I bought a gun and played a game with it at the blockade. Boring like the hand he got dealt, he must ain't got spades. I fucked her once and I was standing up, so how I got laid? Like how was I cheating? For me to sleep at night, my phone on D&D, cause it won't stop beating. If your dough don't come with cheese, nigga, that's not pizza. You a trick, but you don't take care of your kids, nigga, that's not Peter. Like, that's not player. You a thought slayer. I like setting up in the hood, it ain't no cops there. It's 9/11, 2025, I got my Glock here. I had to climb my way up to the top, I didn't hop stairs. Like, I took every fucking step. When it come to me and mine, I'm placing every fucking bet. 10 milli with a 30, I just came with cousin Steph. Ain't no point in wearing armor, cause we aiming but a neck, nigga. Fuck Balenci's, all we aiming for is Cardi frames. Niggas think cause they got gaffle, you can't call them lame. Fuck being fake, I think being real the harder thing. Quit trying to pop shit from the bench, you gotta start the bang. You gotta play to pop it. My daughter stuck like, well, I can't touch it, it's a baby bottle. All I did was run up dog shit, them niggas hate me, but I'm the main reason that the ill lit, you need to thank me about it. I don't went off topic, damn, it ain't about that. You better not move down to Georgia to A mouse. It ain't a weed shop that you can go to and take an ounce back. So why the fuck do you think I would allow that? My bitch just snapped me with a deuce, I sent the smile back. I like running shotguns, I don't do wildcat. How you grown and you ain't got a band, I get my child that. I be having bowls of real weed, you got a mild pack. nigga. Sturdy. What we on? Chat like this dinner right now. Like, it's Thursday, September 11, 11:01 p.m. Like, yeah, what we on? Sturdy, come on.
This how it happened. They pulled up at the light, then they started fapping. I got indicted when I started rapping. I'm finna tell a story, I won't start capping. They hit him with a 40 and he started flat. Real soldiers, they popped him, then sung the Star Spangled Banner. I was smart, I went to do it right or in manly. But I stopped paying attention after that stuff happened. My pants got more shit in them than a butt napkin. I was riding down Dayton and I got a call. They say Lil Ty just got killed, I'm like, Kwani, no. I pulled up on Marvin with a Smitty, then I dropped them all. But I had to hold my composure, it was cops involved. It was police everywhere, they roped that bitch out, yeah. It was February. After they poured that white sheet out, I never cared. Like, why the fuck you speaking on my cousin? You wasn't never there. Pulled up to my granny house, I just bust out crying. She said, you know how the streets go, old folks don't be lying. I just seen cuz had 249, I had to take it on the chin.